On to race number 9, the ninth event on the programme, Class 3 over the 1,400 metres. And they are headed by Kingsfield, who takes the drop back into Class 3 company. A 3-time course and distance winner, Marzouk, who won over the mile back in June of last season, winning Endeavour. 4th last start behind King Opie. Not Usual Talent on debut, finished 5th to Big Party. Sun Touch will roll forward from barrier 10. Superhero makes his Hong Kong debut, a 3-time winner in Australia, and all the way down to Witness Hunter, who finished 4th in the Griffin Trophy on his last start behind Perfect Match. Beauty Spirit is the horse that's been up at Chung Fa in the last 30 days, trained by Tony Cruz. Vincent Ho ride from barrier 9.
Yeah, and he actually won a trial up there, and Explosive Witness ran 2nd, and he showed some pace. But Sun Touch is noted for his front-running antics. Not Usual Talent, potentially from 14, will roll forward. Beauty Spirit handy. Kingsfield in days gone by has led races as well. So those should be vying for it early and set up a potentially even sort of tempo.
Really nice piece of work down the back straight here from Noble Steed. I like him coming back to 1,400 metres as well, and he's going really nicely. He's an orange saddlecloth, just with a partner horse, and runs away from him in the end, so really good. This was a good debut run, Not Usual Talent. This Zacanto, he's going very well. He's under a good hold as he comes down. And again, the 1,400 metres should suit him, up and trip as well. And he looks good if he can go on from his last start. And Kazi Farazi, another one that's been going well and has caught the eye in a couple of his starts. Barrier 1 looks good. Jimmy Ting and Zach Purdon will team up, and the horse goes nicely down the back straight as well.
All right, it's got a low gate as well. We'll start off with winning Endeavour and Magnificent. It was wet this day. It's actually been wet for winning Endeavour's both starts so far, but he'll get a good track on the weekend.
Yeah, it stays at the 1,400, so he's going to give away a little bit of a start, you would think, but there's been encouraging signs with both of his runs, getting back and closing off well. The other one, Magnificent, I think still needs to improve a little bit more.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Brett. I haven't got a place for winning Endeavour at this stage. His 2 runs have been good, but I'd just like to see him on top of the ground because obviously, as you mentioned, they've both been rain affected. So I wonder if that's aided him a little bit.
Might be better.
Could be.
We will find out. Yep. Noble Steed, the next one we'll have a look at. This is him finishing 4th, swinging wide into the straight. He did cover some ground. Nakoni Express, the winner.
Yeah, I think this is a great form race of Nakoni Express, looking a short price favourite earlier on. And you can see him coming down the outside here. He's back to 1,400, barrier number 4. I think it's ideal for him. He had clear excuses over 16 here. And I really like him over the 1,400. That's where he's won both his races. I think he can win. I'm going to make him the bet of the day.
Yeah, I'm going to find it difficult to argue with you, Paul. I do think he's the one to beat. I'm going to tip 1 to beat him at a price, but it's a little bit of a shy at the stumps. If it goes awry, which is potentially a possibility, high possibility, then he's the winner for me.
All right. Biz Power, though. This is a good run from him last time out. A good trial coming into the race as well. And Kazi Farazi.
Yep, Biz Power did run well. This was his first run for the new yard of Chris So, and he actually ran a few decent races for Michael Friedman as well before Michael left to Hong Kong. So I wasn't surprised to see him run quite nicely here. And Kazi Farazi sort of just plugged away, but prior to this he ran well, suggesting a win was close.
Yeah, and barrier 1, I think he should get a nice draw, a nice run from that draw as well, Kazi Farazi. So I did find a spot for him.
All right, so 2 good runs there. Witness Hunter, who'd won a couple of races back-to-back, then went into the Griffin Trophy, ultimately finished 4th.
Complete forgive, I thought, the Griffin Trophy. I know he looked average this day, but prior to this he won 2, and he won them both well. What we're looking at here is not a true reflection of what happened in the race for Witness Hunter. If you go back and look at the first half of the race, he never really got comfortable, he never settled, he was on and off the bridle, he was on heels. It's just a complete forgive for me, and in the end, there was nothing really left from him. He ran an honest enough race, but he never looked a winning chance. That wasn't the true Witness Hunter.
Yeah, up in grade with a lightweight. It's just the draw. It's a little bit tricky draw, but he has 1 from 10 before.
It is. He's hard to leave out exotics, I thought.
I thought as well. Noble Steed favourite, and he's your best ball.
Yeah, he's on top. Noble Steed, really like him in this race to beat Not Usual Talent. He'll add a bit of value. I thought it was a good debut run from him. And then Kazi Farazi from the low draw and Witness Hunter. 5, 6, 11 and 14. Happy to go the 5 to win.
I'm with Paul. I think Noble Steed is the horse you can sort of banker around Quinellas, Trios, Tierces, whatever takes your fancy. But I'll throw in Amazing. I made him the horse to follow. I liked his run first up, and maybe he needs 1 or 2 more, and maybe back to the Valley. but if he runs well here, you're not going to get a price. So I'm going to throw him at the stumps because he will be a decent enough price, I think. At the moment, he's only 13, but I think you'll get better than that. Biz Power, Kazi, Farazi, but there are other multiple chances, definitely. The bottom one, surely, probably needs to be thrown in somewhere.
All right. I'll have a crack at Paul's best bet as well with Biz Power. I thought it was a nice run and a nice trial coming in as well, so have a look at that if you get a chance. One more race to go then, race number 10 plus all the best bets. That comes up next.